So today we're going to talk about third chakra, how it interacts with energy grid, how we're each wired inside, and how some of us have really no sense of who we are or what we're supposed to do here, and others of us 100% know who we are. We know exactly what we're meant to do here and have no idea what's wrong with those who have no idea. So, the way these energy grids work, just in general, is we chart all the planets except for Earth, because that's where we are, and Chiron, and we chart it through all of these different chakras and yin-yang sides and everything, all based on our date of birth. And what I love about it is I first learned about these grids from my teacher 20 years ago. And what I love about it is how much it honors how unique we each are. So for example, today we're going to talk about the third chakra. So this person, notice, so this is the first chakra, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. So notice how this guy's has no planets in the third chakra. So if he came to me for counseling, 9 times out of 10, he would say to me, I just have no idea who I am. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I'm not really happy at my job. I just can't really find a job that fits. What's wrong with me? And in our society today, this is like, oh, what's wrong with this person? They just can't stick with anything. And it's seen as a character flaw. And I think this is one thing I really love about these grids, is it shows us that it isn't. And I personally have this pattern in my grid that I have nothing in the third chakra. And what it means, if that's what your grid looks like, it means that it's not important, that it's not part of your journey. You're not, if you're going to open up a restaurant, it's not going to be Katrina's place. It's not going to be about me. My definition of self isn't part of it. I'm just kind of out in the world. And the same on the career side. So for example, everybody's a different combination, right? This side here is sort of who am I? And over here, this is what I'm doing in the world, right? So if you don't have any planets in this side of what am I doing in the world, then it doesn't matter what you do. Whether you're a teacher or a coffee barista or a stay-at-home mom, your soul will have all of the experiences it needs to have. It's all good. As opposed to this person, for example. See, they have planets here. They have Chiron here and they have Mercury here. That person, if they don't have a job that really fulfills them, their soul will just be wanting, just 100% wanting all the time. And again, that person often wouldn't come to me for that because it might be something else in the grid that's a muck or, a difficult time. But if that person, the second grid I showed you there, because they have wiring in the third, what if they were born to a family that, actually that grid is a woman, and what if she was born to a family where the women didn't work outside the home, right? There was no career opportunities. That woman would spend her life knowing she was missing something, right? There's something she's supposed to be doing. I've had people come to me who had a very full third chakra and had no idea who they were. A lot of them had very difficult childhoods, and they had to actually bury who they were just to survive. But the truth is, they had a very strong sense of self, and because of that strong sense of self, they were even further abused or further oppressed. So it's really, really interesting, and the most incredible thing to take away from this is that it's perfect however we see it, right? If you are sort of someone who walks through life going, I don't know, I just don't really care what I do for a living, maybe I do this, maybe I do that, that's perfect. And maybe you have no real sense of who you are, that's awesome. And maybe the minute you were born, you knew you were going to be a carpenter. Also excellent. It's just one of the great blessings of all of us being so incredibly different. Whether you're the first grid with absolutely nothing in your third chakra, and you are free to experience regardless of what you're doing or who you are, or you're incredibly full there and you get so much joy out of sharing who you are and sharing your gifts through career. It's all perfect. I hope you have an awesome day. If you would ever like to have an energy grid reading, the links are right there, and you can visit my website, and I'd be happy to show you your beautiful wiring.